Isn't this the most interesting part about Metropole Debrief? My mic goes off and your voice comes on. Time now for Social Watch. This week we reached out to you on social media in a bid to make you and involve you in this conversation, and we did an opinion poll where we asked you, do you think the recent presidential address in Mombasa will have any impact on the ground? 14.3% of you said yes, 87.5% said no. Dr. Kinyoru, are Kenyans just being pessimistic, or there's no more room for hope?
87, they say no.
Yes.
I would agree, because most of the issues he talked about have been devolved. Mm-hmm. So they will be done by county government.
Yes.
And when we look at policy documents, policy can be started by bureaucrats. Mm-hmm. Policy can be done by the president as he gives directive. And the presidential directives normally are given priority in allocation of funds. Mm-hmm. I've seen any presidential directive coming, money is given out, mm-hmm. which has not been even budgeted for. Like what you said, all that money is to new KCC,
yes,
to small enterprise.
Yeah, coffee, 3 billion.
Yeah, that money will be released. And that will have been implemented 100% on that area. Mm-hmm. But on the ground, I don't think it can be done there, right? Mm-hmm. Because that is a developed function.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at what some of you had to say with regards to the presidential speech. Now, the removal of Mwangi Kiunjuri from office took Kenyans by storm, and they went on social media just to express some of their thoughts. Now, Barasa 18 says, Kenya GOK priorities are like locusts flying all over. Locusts are doing the unthinkable, yet we are preoccupied with hashtag BBI. Sasa Kiunjuri ndiye shida ama shida iko mahali tofauti. Semako ukweli inuyuyu. Okay, so we faulted Kiunjuri, saying he did not deliver, but he's saying our priorities are not aligned to our national development blueprint.
There is too much politicking, as he's saying. Mm-hmm. We are focusing more on BBI than on what we are supposed to do. Mm-hmm. That is the major problem we have. Mm. It's not only Kiunjuri. Even other ministers, if the politics continues the way it is, they are also going to face the same problem. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the president is going, he can't be sacking all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think there is a distortion of politics in our agenda of development.
Okay, let's take a look at another tweet at Langat Godwin _LG says, Uhuru's thought process, appoint Rotich Treasury, replace with the attorney, appoint Kiunjuri in agriculture, replace with Munya, appoint Juma to foreign affairs, replace with Rachel Omamo. I ask, at what point does the qualification of one ministry fit the other? That's why he's a failure. This goes back to the point where I was asking you, correct, should we have a basic criterion of the people that will be manning these cabinet secretaries so that reshuffles are well thought out and they can bring out tangible results instead of just any form of reshuffle?
In Uhuru's first government, when he was looking for cabinet secretaries, mm-hmm. I think he did a very thorough job.
Yes.
They looked at various qualifications. They looked at various factors to appoint someone. But I think this time, it has not gone very well. And that is why people like Kiunjuri were given agriculture, were given what. I think the problem is because he occupies a political seat. Mm-hmm. A seat where he cannot consider only one criteria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at another one. At Samson Smooth KE says, the guy was sacked for failing to manage the agriculture docket. Leave the locusts in the northern Kenya out of this. We need to change our politics into politics of performance and development.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at another one. At Kate Waithera one says, as usual, the greed and political hindsight was the unraveling of the matter. The profits were dinging so many zeros, their ears were ringing. The market is at topsy-turvy, as it says. Well, she goes on to say, Brookside's monopoly has always been queried, and the pain of the farmers bear is plain, rather the pain the farmers bear is plain to see. Monopolization of the milk industry. As much as the president has said, we are releasing money into the new KCC, let's increase the prices of milk from about 25 to 33 per litre. She's saying as much as the milk industry will be monopolized, then farmers are yet to get any form of relief.
When you talk of monopoly, it means it is the only organization which is dealing in milk.
Dr. Kenyoru, let's be honest with each other. Who holds the majority of the share in the milk sector? When one person holds majority stake, then they have, even in a given organization, if you have 51% shares and 51 has say over 49.
What do you mean? Because what I think you should talk about is monopoly in the market.
Yes.
Not monopoly in the company.
No, not necessarily monopoly in the company.
Yeah,
monopoly in the milk market. Yes.
I don't know which figures you are using, but I can't visualize. I don't know to what extent.
Okay, give or take. What are some of the dangers of one company having a huge say in a given sector?
They will dictate prices.
Thank you, Dr. Kenyoru.
Yeah.
Do we have another tweet? Okay, at Murithi Pew says, Locust didn't get Kiunjuri fired. Letting Lato Milk give Brookside competition in Kenya is what got him axed. A guy who can't even protect skewed markets forces is no use
to Kenyatas.
Thank you for helping me finish the tweet. What do you think about this? Particularly competition from outside markets. Let's put the Kenyatas and the Brookside out of this. There's a lot of competition from milk producers from other countries that come into Kenya, which is cheaper. We've seen it with eggs. Even sugar, you were telling me sugar from South Sudan, Malawi is cheaper.
Yeah.
How do we lower our cost of production so that our goods can be cheap here and they can compete competitively outside?
Farmers need to be subsidized. We need to have cheaper feeds. We need to have the inputs into dairy farming also cheap, so that farmers can be able to produce at the lower prices and sell and compete in the market. And also, we don't need to have such monopolies, which the viewer is talking about. I know we have a body in Kenya which deals with monopolies. What is their view? What have they done? Why is it happening and they are there seated and earning Kenyan money, Kenyan taxpayer? They should come up and give their opinion and advice what is to be done so that our farmers can be able to sell their milk.
Okay, now we want to cross over to the streets to just find out what the ordinary Kenyan had to say about the presidential speech. As always, we say Social Watch is all about you. We are creating a show that is dedicated to exclusively giving your voice a say in this conversation. That's what makes Metropole Debrief special. So let's cross over to Street Talk and hear what you generally had to say. Did you think the speech was impactful, or yet again, another big talk, this time round from Mombasa?
Nilisikia lakini sikuwatch. Nikasikia kunatolewa bilioni 3 upande wa maziwa na kahawa.
Yes, I watched it. Basi kuiona.
Na hiyo speech ya president ilikuwa speech ya maana sana. Kwa sababu anaonesha kila pahali yeye ako na haja ya wanaishi na kusaidia wanaishi.
The president is first and foremost a politician. So there is a thin line between what is politics and what is development. Hiyo italeta mabadiliko kwa wananchi.
In year 2019 it was a year that was a bit hard for Kenyans, but I believe that year 2020 it is going to be a good year for us.
Inaweza leta mabadiliko ikitoka. Bora tu kuwe na taratibu vile itafikia mkulima. Juu wakulima wa kahawa wako chini sana.
Tisaidia sababu kama watu wakifuata vile anataka, kila kitu yote mtu atasaidiwa. Kwa maana kama hiyo pesa amesema iende kwa wakulima na iwe imeangalio unajia ile anataka yeye mwenyewe, kila mtu atasaidika. Lakini ikiwa inaenda kwa mifuko ya mtu mmoja anachukua bilioni na hata mshahara yake ijafika hata milioni 200, hata wanaishi sasa wameshangaa.
At last he has had the cries of especially the people of Central Province.
He included the youth in the cabinet, so at least he has considered the youth.
Ni vile mambo yamekuwa mingi kama vile ya corruption imekuwa juu sana. Pia hata Kenya maisha imekuwa ngumu sana kwa Wakenya kwa jumla.
Penda serikali tusaidie hivyo ili kahawa ipande juu, tupeleke kwa factory, tupewe pesa na serikali ipate pesa. 2020 serikali kwanza ni kujua mambo ya watu ya kulima. Wakulima waangalio kwa maana percentage wale watu wanafanya kazi ya serikali ni kidogo.
We want money in our pockets. We want counties to pay all the pending bills.
The government should consider the taxation. Taxation is a bit high. You can see that most of the companies are being closed because of the rate of taxation.
Mambo yangeangalia kwa sana ni mambo ya corruption iko juu sana. Na maisha kwa Kenya imekuwa magumu sana kwa Wakenya.
Bado wa cabinet sielewi, maanake mimi sijui ule nafanya kazi na ule afanyi. Sasa mimi naweza jua ule nafanya kazi nikifaidika mimi mwenyewe. Unaona? Sasa kama huyu alikuwa anaitwa sijui Kiojori, mimi sijui kazi alikuwa anafanya. Lakini pengine alikuwa anafanya kazi. Unaona? Huyu amekuja kama Munya na yeye ndio anaambiwa maziwa ipande na alipandisha. Ikakuja 33. Tuseme tugojee tuone. Haiwezi abia sema kitu.
Wala itasaidia sababu ukiona kiongozi kama mzee yuko kwa nyumba, anajua ile mtu anaweza washia bomba. Anaona ile mtu anaharibu. So Kionjoli kutoleo hapo iko maana moja, kuonesha yeye ajui kazi yake. Ukienda kila pahali kama naenda upande ya Rift Valley watu unalia mambo ya mahindi. Ukienda upande ya kahawa na yeye amepatiwa kila kitu. Is a devolution minister. Na kazi yake baadaye kuwa nini anataka ya kufanya kazi yake ni siasa.
Kenyans out there in the streets, and they had really strong things to say about some of the questions we asked them. Dr. Kinyol, what are your 2 cents on the thoughts of Kenyans in the streets?
I think I'll say we should not lose hope. Let's continue to hope and support government programs and projects and abhor what we call corruption in government. And let us pay the suppliers so that money can circulate around.
30 seconds, very briefly, your parting shot. Will this conversation be just big talk, another presidential address, or will it be impactful? And if it is impactful, what needs to be done? Camera 3.
As I said earlier, all presidential directives normally they get resources. They are given priority in government. I'm sure what he said will be implemented, especially the area of releasing funds to various institutions he has talked about.
Okay.
And that will go down to help the common man. And we should continue to support him in these areas and reduce our tone of politics. PPI is there and PPI will go. We shall remain as Kenyans And if we have improved our life, better. Otherwise, we continue talking about BPI and focus on it, we are likely to remain poorer and poorer. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Kinyoru, for making time. Well, before we wind up the show, let me just bring something to your attention. The BBI is being gagged down through the media, through political rallies. They were in Bukhungu the other day. But what they keep telling you is either a referendum or not, or they keep bringing up the politics in the BBI document, prime minister position or not. However, have they told you that in the BBI document, they are proposing that there's no middleman in the market? So you harvest your produce and you sell in the market and you make your money. Have they told you that universal healthcare is also covered under the BBI? However, when they talk about the referendum, have they also told you how much it will cost? And have they told you that with the national budget, we always have deficits of about 500 billion and we keep borrowing? Have they also told you that they increased the debt ceiling in Parliament from 6 trillion to 9 trillion? Who knows? By the end of 2020, we'll be at 11 trillion. By 2022, who knows? 15 trillion. From 1 trillion during the Kibaki reign to 6 trillion. So much in 7 years. A very good evening and thank you for watching Metropole Debrief.